we saw that, unfortunately, we saw that there was important documentation, enrollment of the children, and also employee documentation that was gone. There were also checkbooks that were ripped from our check papers that were ripped from our book.
Are we seriously going to buy this? This is the saddest cover-up story I've ever seen in my life. Here you have a store manager, excuse me, the daycare center manager coming out and saying that the daycare center was burglarized. I have never in my lifetime ever heard of a daycare center being broken into, robbed, burglarized. It does not happen. So all of a sudden, when there are all these eyeballs in Minnesota because of the fraud that's happening there, and we know that it's the tip of the iceberg, all of a sudden, important documents like names of employees, names of children are missing, and checkbooks and bank statements are missing. Doesn't that sound a little shady to you? Of course it's shady. And so easily they play the victim card of, oh, like there's nothing happening here. D- don't look this way. And you've got people behind this gentleman here, this kid who's wearing a Yankees hat when he should be wearing a Milwaukee Brewers hat because, you got to represent Minnesota, man. He probably has a penthouse in New York. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt in my mind he's got maybe two or three penthouses and drives a Lamborghini, while American workers work hard each day to earn a living and live paycheck to paycheck. Now, I will say he goes on to say that they're getting a lot of hateful messages, which I absolutely condemn. I think I condemn that 1000%. I don't think we should be giving them ammo to be the victims. So I think there's obviously investigations that are happening in Minnesota. We know that people in Minnesota were arrested even a few months ago. A lady in Minnesota now, and I forget her name, but I'll have my producer put up that article just so you're aware of it. A Somalian lady did plead guilty to a autism scheme that she was running in Minnesota. We know there were over 80 arrests that happened a few weeks ago. I made a video about that as well. And out of the 80 something odd people that were arrested, 79 of them were Somalians. Um, and more importantly, American people are not falling for this. We're not gonna fall for the boo boo hoo. Look at me, I'm the victim. Um, while you get rid of all the evidence. It ain't happening. Another thing I wanted to talk about is you've got Nick Shirley, a 23-year-old kid who exposed all this. I shouldn't call him a kid. He's an adult. He's a man, actually. You have this man, a 23-year-old man, who is now getting death threats. And someone by the name of Joey Mountains sent him a private DM on Twitter with a picture of a soldier dead in a ditch. And the message said, quote, this is going to be you on April 27th, 2026, in a muddy ditch alongside the highway. Enjoy your last couple of months, buddy, end quote. Now, Nick covers part of the message, and I think he covers it because maybe this person who messaged him knows where Nick Shirley lives and knows the highway that Nick Shirley drives. So this is the world we're living in now, where if someone exposes fraud, they get death threats. That's the world we live in, which is just an absolute shame. But again, this guy who came out with going back to the gentleman, the manager, the daycare center manager. Now, I don't know if this daycare center is the notorious Laring Center or if this is one of the other fraudulent daycare centers in Minnesota. By the way, again, the American people have always smelled BS on so many of these things. And they know this is the tip of the iceberg. In 2026, we want to see arrests made. We want people coming down for the crimes they're doing, for ripping off millions of hardworking taxpayer Americans. And we are fed up. You have fraud happening in Minnesota, you have fraud happening in New York City, you have fraud happening in California. It's rampant. It is absolutely rampant, and people are sick and tired of it. And this gentleman making a video and giving a press conference with people holding signs in the backs, trying to play the victim. We're not buying it. Stay safe, everybody. Let's bring these criminals down.